Hello, friends at home. It's me again. We're going to talk about a couple of things today. This scene I did of Lil Lily, she's, again, from last time, she's very sort of down about the fact that her dad sends animation overseas to be animated. So she's walking in her room. Also, we do a sort of a little bit of a fantasy sequence here where she's in the spotlight. Mask this off, and there she is. And basically, we've got, to make it a little more effective, we've shaded her. So the spotlight's coming from, the direction's coming from the top. So you always have to know where your light is coming from. So our light source is coming from the top here. So basically, we're going to see sort of a rim light here on top of her and on the back of her a little bit. Her face and her body are basically going to be in shadow, and they've got a little shadow down here. And that's it's going to make it more effective and more dramatic. So that's kind of how you do a spotlight shot. And of course, as she walks around, the spotlight will follow her, and then she's going to talk to all of her stuffed animals and stuff. And it'll be very dramatic, kind of a showbiz thing. But as an animator, I think you also want to be in the spotlight. In another term, philosophically, I guess. And basically, you need to put yourself out there. You need to not be afraid to be in the spotlight and show your work and get your work out there. If you need to ask questions of people, be sure and do that. But it's basically about sort of being kind of bold and kind of brave and not being afraid to be in the spotlight. Learn as much as you can about animation. Take classes. Learn all the different programs. And when you're looking for a job, I mean, just be aggressive. Don't wait for people to come to you. You go to them. Make sure you send out emails. Make sure if you get emails, you answer them. But just make sure your presence is very out there and very people are aware of you. You need to do that today. In the old days, it was basically you walk around with your portfolio and take it to somebody, and they look at it and they talk about what your drawings look like. That's still important as far as getting your work out there, but also personally, you need to be a little aggressive, not in an obnoxious way, but just let people know that you're out there and that you have talent and you're willing to work hard. So anyway, I think when you're starting out, people tend to be a little bit shy, but on the internet, you can just write. You don't have to actually physically do this sort of thing. You just send out emails and apply to different studios online, whatever you need to do. But again, it's about being a little bit bold and not being afraid to be in that spotlight, because if people don't know you're around, how are they going to know to hire you? So anyway, this is the way we do the spotlight in a drawing sense, and hopefully this will sort of give you a little bit of a kickstart in putting yourself personally out there and not being afraid to stand in the spotlight.